It's so weird. This comment said, what is naltrexone? But the naltrexone became a search term, so now you can't see the word, but I wanted to answer that question anyway. So naltrexone is a medication used to help manage alcohol dependence. This medication works on the reward pathway in the brain by lowering the good feeling you get from drinking alcohol. Naltrexone may help you drink less. I'm a success story of this medication following a protocol known as the Sinclair method, which following this protocol, I was taking naltrexone 1 to 2 hours before drinking. And what that medication was doing for me is it was blunting some of the rewarding effects from the alcohol. I now know that the reason that alcohol is addictive is because it's very, very rewarding for our brain. And over time, with repeatedly drinking, our brain changes, and almost anyone can develop an alcohol use disorder when that happens, where we're thinking about drinking a lot and we don't have control if and when we do drink. So when I was taking naltrexone before drinking and my brain wasn't getting the same level of reward, over time what happened is I naturally began to drink less alcohol, crave less alcohol, and have more alcohol-free days. I was a daily drinker when I started this treatment, binge drinking a bottle or two of wine every night, more on the weekends. And it was really hard for me to even have just one alcohol-free day in a week. Usually I didn't, and when I did, it was usually because I was really, really hungover, or just white-knuckled it and forced myself, like, okay, you can't drink today, you've been drinking too much. But over time with naltrexone, like I said, I started it as a daily binge drinker, and gradually I was having more alcohol-free days. I wasn't thinking about drinking as much. And if and when I did drink, I started to have this off switch to where I would have 1, 2, maybe 3 drinks, but then I just would feel satisfied. I didn't want more than that. And this was really honestly unheard of for me before this treatment, because 1 or 2 drinks was just getting started, and being able to stop at that point was really, really hard. Felt like impossible for me, honestly. So using the medication over time, I just saw myself regain my control again over alcohol. After about 9 months on this protocol, I was taking naltrexone and drinking like once or twice a month, and I was having 1 or 2 drinks when I was drinking. I was on this treatment for about a year. By the end of it, again, I was drinking once or twice a month, but what happened for me is I accidentally went alcohol-free, meaning that 4 months went by and I didn't drink alcohol at all. It just didn't occur to me. I didn't want it. I was even surprised, like, oh wow, it's been a month since I drank. Wow, it's been 2 months since I drank. Like, I wasn't even trying. And after 4 months of not drinking, I decided to go alcohol free, and that was in 2018. And I haven't drank since then. I haven't taken naltrexone since then. I might drink again one day if the desire is there, but I honestly just have no desire to drink. I honestly feel cured of my alcohol addiction, as if like it had been reversed from my brain completely, which is what this treatment does over time, naltrexone following the Sinclair method. Naltrexone following the Sinclair method leads to what's known as pharmacological extinction of the alcohol addiction, which is essentially what happened to me, where the addiction feels like it's been reversed from my brain. My brain feels like it did before I ever had an alcohol dependence, where if I have a bad day, I don't think about drinking. If I'm socializing, I don't need a drink. I don't crave alcohol. I have no desire for it again. And so I really feel completely freed and cured of the alcohol dependence. And I love the fact that with this treatment, I can drink again if I want to. Like, that's such an awesome option to have. Like I said, I just haven't wanted to since 2018, but I still keep naltrexone on hand, and I might drink again one day. Who knows? But I hope that helps you better understand what this medication does for alcohol use disorder and how it works for a lot of people, including me. I actually run Thrive Alcohol Recovery, where we provide an online program that's private, centered around naltrexone following the Sinclair method. So people in our program start this treatment while they're still drinking and have a goal to drink less over time, whether their goal is to be a moderate drinker or go alcohol-free in the future. Thanks so much for your question. You can learn more with my other videos or tap the link in my profile.